Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahn, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
All right, Mindy, when does it become triple revenge, and when is it just a bad matchup, maybe for the host Heat? They seem to be taking the action here up to -6. The Bulls have been doing pretty well in this little matchup over the last few games, certainly. So that's the way I'm just portraying it. As I'm sure that everyone's, looked at it and handicapped it and whatever, the triple revenge angle with the Bulls, the three straight wins this season. So, they also got the money in all those, Mindy. But the Heat, they're the 6 point favorite at home here. And you see this total. Yeah, I went 2-2. I lost two premiums, but if any game in this whole, if you took all the teams of the NBA and said, put two teams out there that would have the best chance of maybe making an under, you might pick these two teams. And if not, you might have picked the previous matchup involving, we saw, the Heat game and the Bulls game both. But I don't know, 208.5. You don't see it, haven't seen a total like this in months.
I don't know. Have we seen one like this all year? I don't know. I mean, it seems like everything's always been in the teens at least, but Heat 1-2 over their last three. That 105-116 loss to the Hawks on Tuesday. Bulls now 3-0 and just allowing the 99 points, right? So that's some of the reason here for this low total. I don't know if the defenders just have enough for the Heat here to stop guys like, DeRozan. I think they're going to have a big day offensively. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bulls here and the points.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, that's what I'm, I don't think it's just all about this matchup. I think the Bulls have been a terrific underdog, actually, when placed in that role. I mean, well, they've been good. Let's just cut it to say it like it is. The Heat have been terrible as a
Yeah.
favorite. We know that. We made a lot of good bets going against the Miami Heat at home. There's going to be a lot of Chicago here, I guess, huh? Ron on Chicago, Thomas on Chicago. Didn't mean to pop Ron's OKC up there on the too early. I just wasn't paying attention. I just saw a pick and I went with it. But Butterscotch, one of our Chicago correspondents, says take the Bulls in those points. Said the Scotch doesn't. No, let's just call Scotch like it is. Scotch butter, no homer Scotch. I mean, he tells us when, he tells us when not. So, and at 6 points, I'm down. I mean, I'm
Right.
why? Why is it 6? Right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bulls probably should win it outright, right? I mean,
I'm gonna try a little bit of money line. I think. I'm sure. I'm not necessarily recommending it. Justin says he likes the over in this one. Even with me, this one maybe. Look, I got burned a little bit in that last game. It went down. I wanted under. I still went under 212.5. It ends up, just sneaking over. So
it's going to be close. Yeah.
it's going to be too close to me, but maybe to get a premium out of but I'm almost thinking, even though I'm you'd think under City, I don't know if it's under City with these two. It might actually be another situation where it sneaks over. You're the one that said, Mindy, you think the Bulls can have a strong offensive game here.
I do.
So, and don't forget the secret weapon. I'm sure she'll be there, but
yeah.
but it is. I do think that we're setting it up like it could be uncomfortable. Like fans are brutal, and I think you saw the fans around her that game. I don't think anybody was telling her to shush or anything, but you could see. Look, no one's going to be rude to a player's daughter that make them, but like you could see fans trying to like talk over her a little bit or cheer a little bit so she's not heard. I don't think it's going to bother a free throw shooter. I think maybe that was look. I No one wants to say that that was the difference, but it's just the free throw shooting was so
So
bad
bad. Would they
by
miss 18
Toronto. What
shots?
eight? What was it, 18 for 32, 18
18,
for
yeah, something
36?
yeah.
Was it 50%? Was it whatever it was not up to NBA standards. So if it was something that was getting in the back of their mind, just all they got to do is cheer over her. They won't really hear her that much, and they could do it, but it might be weird. She might cry or something. I don't know. All right, Bulls should cover, and everybody's already wants to get on the Thunder. Don't slow down, you guy. I mean, okay, TJ's ready. They're all on the Thunder already. You're not even. Thomas Lewis might go over in this one. Gerardo's here today. Justin said he'd rather get beat going over. And Takia Jefferson here today. Hello. Lingowick, where you been? Nice to see you. Bulls, Bulls, Bulls with his Knicks hat. Gerardo Bulls in the points. Blake likes the over. I know it, it's funny because, like, no one's rushing to say, oh, this is too low. Like, right?
Right. It's still scary, no matter what.
Nobody wants to bet an under at this point in the NBA except me. I mean, of course I will, but I went under in all 4 games and went just 2-2. So, Justin,
Well, I'm
look
the
at
same. I went over and went 2-2.
it, right? Did you go over in
Yeah.
all 4 games? We were totally opposite. Well, then.
Yes, totally opposite.
And Doubles is here today. So look, you have Justin. He says his team, they never cover. We know that. We know they're a terrible home favorite. And then show me the loot. Wow, show me loot. Nice to meet you.
Loot.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
He's
I
been
like
here
it.
before.
I thought that was spiked hair, but it's actually some words there above his. It looks like it.
No thing.
Ain't no thing, can't complain. Ziggy would go under in the Heat game. Brent said, yeah, the teams are similar, right? Last 2 meetings of those did go under. The meeting back about a month ago was 113-99, which is over this number, obviously. And before that, the game at Miami here, when Miami was a 1.5 point favorite and the Bulls won by 10, 113-103. So even though, the totals have gone, they've gone over this number now. Corday here today. Thomas says, be worried about overtime. Yeah, but you can't, I'm not. That to me just favors the Bulls, doesn't necessarily worry about the total. I mean, any overtime game in this is going to probably take it over, not like the game we saw the other night where it went, the overtime was that. I'm trying to remember what game that
Okay.
was.
Lakers?
Yeah. Right.
And it still didn't go over.
It still didn't go over, right.
They needed probably triple overtime for it to go over the way they were scoring, 8 points? 8 points in overtime?
Oh, she will not be there tonight. I did not hear that. Could they not get a ticket or a seat or what? I don't know. I think they're like they all get tickets. Maybe school or something. I don't know, right? I saw it was spring break or something. Most of the country, isn't it? But so she won't be there tonight. Well, that's too bad. Maybe we'll find out. I wonder why that is, Kongs. I'm sure that's probably been reported. That's a handicapping angle.
Right?
She has school. Well, okay. I don't, I know that when when I was a kid and my team made the playoffs and went to the World Series, I went to the games. But maybe a little different. But, To me, that's like a very educational thing. Seeing professional sporting events at their highest level. If you're a kid, that's like learning. That's really, I'm serious. Moneyline Mills is here today. Great to see him here. And do we have any more? We can move on. MT, thank you. Haven't seen you in a while, so thanks so much for just popping in just to smash and like. Really appreciate it. I missed the super secret chat last night. If you were in there, I couldn't make it. Ron going over.
Super secret, huh? Hmm.
And Takia says 208 is low. Yeah, Mindy said it's as low as you say, Mindy, but very early in the season, I think they weren't quite ready. Maybe there were a few out there that we did see some low 200s, but
Okay.
you're right. I mean, all season long, it was, especially once we realized what was going on, and then everything from that point was in the 220s and 230s. Milwaukee and Phoenix in the finals. I believe that was actually a finals one time, I thought. The Bulls money line and the plus the points. Vooch in a prop. Caruso in a prop. Looks like TJ taking the points here, maybe. Butterscotch also. Okay, Mindy, we're set with the Bulls. Yeah, that's what I said to you. Remember, I said that yesterday or on the show. I said it was cute the first time, and then but I didn't even notice it was. Maybe I was watching too many games, and then it became noticeable, and they were pointed out. So I didn't notice it at first, but then once they said it, it's like you tune yourself in. But interestingly, one of the Raptors players actually came out and did say that it, you know, he said he didn't know if it had if it was a factor, but the stats maybe speak to the fact that maybe it was, or
Super
maybe they
trend.
just right, or maybe it was the playoffs and they just choked at the line, and then it's a big game and you hear it and then you see the stats and all right, yeah, it was cute for like one or two times. I'm sure the people behind her were, in front of her. Okay, we're on the Bulls. Let's go to the one. Everyone's already. I'm sorry, I didn't put up the. I'll try to go back, I guess, and put up all the Thunder Buddy comments already. They all want the Thunder, Mindy. It doesn't matter. The steam has come in on the Minnesota Timberwolves in this game. So the Sharps, or whatever you want to call them, they're on the Timberwolves here. The Steam's also come in on the under here. So, what are you going to do with this one?
Oh goodness, Ramon. I went over last time in the Thunder game, and I'm gonna do it again here today. It is 6-2 in the Timberwolves' last 8 games. They're 8-3 to the Timberwolves' last 11. Playing on rest that they get to the over. I got a Thunder team fifth in league scoring, and Timberwolves are 13th, and not too bad themselves here. So yeah, I'm gonna head over this 228. I look forward to getting the 230s today.
Okay. Well, I'm on the Thunder.
Well,
On
there
the
you go.
Thunder. Everyone here is on the Thunder, so I'm on the Thunder. Who has Minnesota at all in the chat? Anybody? Here's Thomas Lewis on the Thunder. TJ is on the Thunder. Ron's on the Thunder. Demetrius is on the Thunder. Everyone's on the Thunder. Here's Ziggy. He's not only going to lay 5.5, he's going to lay 5.6.
That's right.
Love you, Ziggy. All right, Ron, he will be with you in this one on the over here. TJ, this is, I would guess, absolutely contrarian. Because, I mean, and maybe if anything, maybe that might be the way to go. Everybody's so down on this guy, right? And he obviously has something to play for. I guess the way I see it, Mindy, is could the way the public is perceiving him and the fact that um, because of the disciplinary and maybe people are so down on this guy, still listed as questionable. I would think he's going to be in there. Um, Again, Cat is probable. McDaniels is out. Reed is out. But I'm gonna, yeah, I think that seals it a little bit too. The Thunder, they never give up. Boy, they never give up. Let's see here. Z, you didn't have to. I wasn't making fun of you or anything. You didn't have to correct it. I thought it was, I was making it cute. Thunder. Here's Ron wants SGA over 32.5. Butterscotch is not quite sold on it. He's going to be taking the Thunder, but he wants to just add some points just to make sure. Again, it's in basketball. Look, it's not a football game, but the way basketball works, 7 is considered kind of a significant number in basketball. 3, 5, and 7 to a certain extent. It's not like football. It's not solid like football, but you can look at it anytime you buy point. You can see where you have to pay sometimes an extra. Some when you move a half a point, sometimes you're just charged 5 or 10 cents.
Right.
When you move a half a point or a point to some of those key numbers in basketball, sometimes it's 15, 20 cents just for a basketball. So it's tough. Not too fond of buying small points. I'll buy a lot of points. I don't, Ron. What do you say? Somebody else too, or
SGA.
Okay, SGA. So he probably likes Giddy points over. Boy, Giddy has no conscience, though, doesn't he? I mean, if he likes the shot, he will take it. You got to think, moving forward.
That's what you're supposed to do, Ramon, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, this guy's not,
I mean, point guards. It's their job. It's their job.
Well, he is a very enjoyable player to look. I don't we see Giddy. We watch, as cappers, as fans. We're watching it every day. He's not a household name or anything at this point, but it looks like he could be one of the best players in the league. Or maybe one of the underrated players in the league. He's an Australian. Brent on OKC. Darren's here today. He's on the Thunder. And I think, let's see, let me interpret this. Double underdog money line parlay. So he's going to take both dogs. I'm willing to get out my parlay calculator on that. Show me, Loot. Maybe you could just tell us what it is. But, we're dealing with a couple of, plus 190 guys. So it's all okay. See, there were a few Wolves, but all right, Mindy's on the over. I'm on OKC. Just maybe a few more comments here. Jimmy Butler point. Oh, all right, not. Points and rebound. Okay. See, now this is a little bit TJ Hart. That this is a good thing, Mindy, right here. This is good.
Yeah, cold is good.
Yeah, cold AF.
Right.
We all know what that means, but I mean cold. And what was the other term that people are using that sounds cold but is actually hot? I'm trying to. I just heard it the other day. So everybody's saying it. Okay. I'm trying to think of what it is. Help me out, you guys. All right, let's see. Okay, any more? Darren says that parlay's got it takes him to plus 700. You guys, all right.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.